Double upload. So, with the Elimination Chamber being tomorrow night in Australia, which will be 5 o'clock here Eastern Standard Time, because I live in Virginia, for those who didn't know, I wanted to do my Elimination Chamber predictions. But let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is your favorite neighborhood Crabman. This is Kicking It with Crabman, formerly known as Random Ramblin'. Let's get right to this Elimination Chamber. So, I will not be watching it live. It's at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get off at 12:30 tomorrow, so I'm not staying up until 5 because I got kids and sleep is required to have 2 toddlers, 2 under 5, 3 and 1. So for an Elimination Chamber to be this big going into Mania, it only has 4 matches, which is crazy. So we have the Women's World Championship qualification match, which has got Naomi, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair. Is that Trish Stratton? Is it Trish Stratton? And Raquel Rodriguez. I need to get clarification on who that other lady is. I don't think, is it Trish Stratton? That would be crazy if she's already getting a match that early. Oh, Tiffany Stratton. Yeah. Off rip, I'm going to say Becky Lynch is going to win. Excuse me. If I had to pick who I wanted to be the winner, I'd want it to be Raquel Rodriguez. I really like Raquel a lot. But it's really pointing towards Rhea versus Becky at Mania. And spoiler alert, Rhea's not losing to Nia Jax in her home country in front of her home people. That's not going to fucking happen. Not going to happen at all. But we'll get to that once we get there. So yeah, I would like to see Raquel win it. Glad to have her back after she missed that time due to sickness and illness and with her health. In order of how I think winning would go, it would be probably Becky, Bianca, Naomi, Liv, Tiffany, then Raquel at the end. That's in order of how I think it, who I would rank as winners. Don't think Naomi gets the win this early with her coming back. Still don't think they're ready to give Liv that push. I really think we're going to get Bianca versus Jade at Mania. I would love to see that. Tiffany's not going to get a push this early because she's just now getting the fame on the screen. And Raquel's just not coming back. So you boil your options down. And at least with Becky Lynch, someone who they've been pushing. It deserves a good push. Another good push. Becky is the man. So Becky Lynch is the winner. Pretty cut and dry. This Elimination Chamber doesn't really have a whole lot of barn burners that really jump out to the card to me. I don't know if WWE's dropping the ball, if I'm just trying to over exceed my expectations on something from them, which is something I've been doing for years now as a diehard wrestling fan. And then we got Judgment Day versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. I don't think Judgment Day loses here because I think they're going to lose to R-Truth and The Miz. I can't think what their tag team name is. What is the R-Truth and The Miz's tag team name? R-Truth. R-Truth and The Miz. What was their name? Awesome Truth, yeah. I think they're going to win it at Mania. Finally take the belts off of them. Hopefully we can get some better tag matches going forward. Get a little bit more, get a better taste of some of these other tag teams. Hopefully they can continue to build up the tag division with guys like DIY and all the other tag teams. Like, we could use some more fresh faces in the tag division. Yeah, Judgment Day wins here. It'll be a good match because Pete Dunne's a great in-ring performer. So is Pete Dunne. So is Tyler Bates and Damian Priest and Finn Balor. We all know what they bring to the ring. And then we have Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins on the Grayson Waller effect. I could really care less. I just want to see what's going to happen. Are we going to get a tag match? Something I had pitched to a coworker of mine that I thought would have been pretty cool is if you guys remember when the New Day, when Xavier Woods had to beat all these different teams to qualify for his match. Or no, Kofi had to qualify for all his matches against Daniel Bryan. I thought it'd been pretty cool to have Cody go through the bloodline. He had to beat Jimmy at the go home show before Chamber, Solo at the Chamber, and then have to beat The Rock night 1 of the Mania to face Roman night 2. And his response was he already earned his right because he won the Rumble, which is completely true. But I just thought that'd be cool. A nice little gauntlet to get to the final boss would have been interesting in my opinion. I really don't want to see a tag match. Something else I would have thought of would have been like, because they're still technically outnumbered 2-4. Yeah, Jimmy, Solo, Rock, and Roman. Nick Aldis has not said that his career is not over yet, and for him to get some in-ring action against some of these guys would have been fucking outstanding. Same goes for Triple H. I would have loved to have seen Triple H, but we all know that he can't wrestle anymore. But I'm not sold on the tag match, and I'm not sold on Cody. I haven't been his entire time pre-WWE, AEW, the Indies, back in WWE. He's just not been a guy that I've been interested in. I mean, his theme music is pretty cool. He gets all the hype, but yeah. Then we got the men's chamber for the match against Seth Rollins at Mania. We got Kevin Owens, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Orton, Bobby Lashley, and Logan Paul. Not sure why Logan Paul's in there. He's already got a belt, which pretty much means he's not going to be in it. We would have all had liked to see Gunther. Even though he's got a title, Gunther is a guy that you want to see on the main stage at every pay-per-view. But since he can't make the travels to Perth, he's obviously not going to be on the card. I don't want to see Bobby on there. Cool with like Orton, Drew, Owens, and LA Knight for the most part. LA Knight being one of the main guys. Orton, yeah. Drew, 50-50. Kevin Owens, 25-75, 40-60-ish. I would like to have seen maybe toss in Braun Breaker or Ilya Dragunov. We get some new faces in there. Bronson Reed. There's other guys that I thought we probably would have got another segment of Karrion Kross and Authors of Pain versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits at the Chamber to add a 5th match to the card, but we're not getting that. Who I would want to win would obviously be LA Knight. Who I think is going to win, it's not going to be, so Logan Paul's at the bottom. Owens would be above him. LA Knight above him. Orton 2, Drew 1. If I know WWE right, I think they're trying to pitch Drew versus Seth again, even though Seth's beat Drew. Just my thought process. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I would like to have some substitute a lot of those guys in this chamber for other guys. Main event Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Obi Femi, Ilya Dragunov, Dragon Lee. The list goes on. Montez Ford still needs a push. Like, there's a lot of other guys we could have put on this card that we don't have to keep recycling the same amount of talent for the second-hand title. But I don't know. It's either Drew or Orton's going to win it. You guys will know. I don't know. Some people might know before me because, like I said, I'm not going to watch it until I wake up the next day on Saturday morning. That's ugly. It's ugly. Hopefully they can put on a banger. Give the Australian people what they want. Then the final match of the night, we got Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley. And as much as I love Nia Jax, she's been one of my favorite female wrestlers, even though she's a shit performer. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Versus my current bae. Well, I wouldn't say my current bae because my current bae would always be Asuka. But my next bae. And Rhea Ripley, and like I said earlier in the video, Rhea Ripley's not losing the title to Nia Jax in her home country in front of her home people. That would be asinine thought process of WWE to have that happen. Triple H would have been out of his goddamn mind, out of his rabbit ass mind to do that. It just wouldn't make a lot of sense for that to happen at any main stage. And I don't think anybody, as wrestling fans, wants to see Nia Jax hold the belt. A lot of us would be bought into seeing Rhea versus Becky at Mania. You know? I don't know. what concerns me is, like, I know we're building this Bailey versus Io feud for Mania, but why has it been 2 pay-per-views in a row where we're not getting every title defended? I think, you know, if you watch my WWE series, which will be linked in the video, every pay-per-view, all my titles are getting competed for, because I think that's how it should be. Every title should be competed for at every pay-per-view. Roman's, we know Gunther can't travel. Both tag titles, men's and the women's. Seth's title, the United States title, Io's and Rhea's titles. We're getting a 4-match chamber, which I don't know how long it will be, with it only being 4 matches. I mean, there's got to be some stuff in the works, because today's only Thursday as this is recording. I can't tell you what happens on SmackDown tomorrow. Well, I guess today, because it's 2:48 as recording. I don't know what we could get on SmackDown that could either add more matches to this card or add more viewership to the card. Because at this point, it's just a 4-match card with interview with Grayson Waller, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes, which I doubt anybody's really interested in, because we saw Cody Rhodes get the shit slapped out of him by The Rock, and really do this whole tag team feud thing that we're seeing, that I don't know how many people are actually really interested in. Because if you go back, I think we would have got Cody to win the Chamber, because Punk was supposed to win the Rumble, and with Punk getting injured, really threw a wrench into the plans of WWE's complete calendar. But I don't know. I will do a reaction or review video after that, so stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get back in my WWE bag and post predictions at every pay-per-view, watch alongs for the ones I can, because I did do the Royal Rumble one. If you hadn't seen that, go back and watch it. It's on the channel. I had a special guest, my homeboy Josh Hopper. Shout out to Josh. But I don't know. I'm not excited for this Chamber at all. There's none of these matches that really jump off the card to me to draw my attention to be like, I really got to watch this Chamber. That's why I'm not waking up or staying awake until 5 to watch it. I will catch it when the replay is available. But I don't know. Go subscribe to the Patreon to get these videos earlier. Until next time, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, your favorite neighborhood Crabman. I love you guys. Until next time, peace.